What's up, Rooted Collective? Welcome back to Awakened and Rooted, where the veil is thin, the vibes are deep, and the stories will make you question everything. Okay, let's talk about superstition. You know, the ones that your grandma swore by, the ones that you laughed off, and the ones that low-key still get you thinking at 2 a.m. These TikToks about superstition, yeah, they might just make you believe again. Let's get into it.
Growing up in the South also means growing up with superstitions. Here are 13 that you may or may not know of. Number 1 is never eat both ends of a loaf of bread before you eat the middle. Why? Because you won't be able to make ends meet. Number 2 is never seat 13 people at your dinner table, because one person having this meal will pass away within a year. Number 3 is hang a horseshoe in your bedroom to keep the nightmares away. Why? Because when a horseshoe is open and up, especially over a doorway, it's said to collect luck and fend off nightmares. Number 4, have a bottle tree in your yard. It's said that evil spirits will be trapped in the bottle, keeping unwanted haunts away from the home. Number 5, never leave a rocking chair rocking, because it's said to be an open invitation for spirits. Number 6, paint your porch ceiling paint blue. There's a couple different versions of this, but it's believed that spirits can't cross bodies of water. This is believed to have started with the Gullah Geechee people of the Carolina Low Country and Georgia. Number 7, cover your mirrors and stop your clocks when someone passes away inside the home. This was said to prevent a person's spirit from being confused when they saw themselves in the mirror and being trapped in the glass. Stopping the clocks was said to help a person move on into the afterlife without rushing them. Number 8, don't wash clothes or do housework on New Year's Day. It's believed that if you wash, you're washing out or washing away a family member. And if you clean your house, you're sweeping or cleaning away all your good luck for the rest of the year. Number 9, don't put your purse or money bag on the floor. It's believed that if those items fall below the waist, that it's a sign of financial disrespect, which in turn will create financial distress. Number 10, hang a mirror by the door to protect from evil. The belief is that the devil is so vain that he'll get caught up looking at his reflection until the sun rises and forget to enter. Number 11, if your nose itches, that means you're getting company. That's pretty much it, straightforward. Number 12, open the windows when someone passes away inside the home. This is to prevent their spirit from being trapped inside the house. And number 13, if your palm is itching, you're either giving or receiving money soon. This all depends on which hand is itching. It could also mean you're just ashy.
I have heard of a couple of those. The one about leaving your bag on the floor. I have heard about covering the mirrors. And I think there was one more. I have heard about painting I think we talked about painting your porch ceilings paint blue. A lot of these are new to me and very interesting.
Welcome to a new edition of Shit I Wish I Knew. Oh, spooky superstition edition. Trigger warning, if you are watching this at 3:33 in the morning, shut it down. Go back to it tomorrow over coffee. Never clip your toenails at night. It calls to evil spirits, and it is said to cause premature death. Oh. Never speak of a nightmare on an empty stomach, or else it will come true. Careful what you talk about, especially at night. What you speak of, you call to, it comes. Never place 2 mirrors across from one another. It opens a doorway for the devil. Never walk backwards. It is said that you're showing the devil the direction in which you are going. Don't do it. Deaths always come in 3s. They do. Never, and I mean never, play with Ouija boards. You might open a door that you won't know how to close. If a broom falls out of nowhere, expect an unexpected visitor. Moths and butterflies are the beautiful spirits of your passed away loved ones coming to say hello. Want to ensure that you have incredible luck the entire month? Every first of the month, before you get out of bed, the minute you wake up, say the words rabbit, rabbit, or white rabbit to ensure you have an incredibly lucky month. Never ever say the D word in your home. It starts with D and rhymes with semen. You guys know this. A bird shitting on you is actually really good luck. Okay. Mermaids do exist. They do. They just don't exist the way you like to think they do. They're not song singing, prince marrying, hair combing with forks kind of things. In fact, they're actually extremely dangerous. And they sing all right, but they sing songs to lure in their victims at sea. They're very dangerous, malevolent creatures, and some believe that they are D-words down there in the water. It is said if your loved one is kidnapped by a mermaid, you should never cry for them, or the mermaid will never return your loved one back home. Don't mess with Ariel, yo, or you'll be forever part of her world. Oh, Biggie and Tupac aren't dead, yo. If you ask my friends, they'll let you know owls have never been my favorite creature. They are synonymous with omens of death. Legend has it that if you hear an owl but you do not see it, that means somebody very close to you is going to lose somebody that they love within a few days. But if you hear the owl hoot and you see it, that means somebody very close to you will die within a few days. Never go home straight from a funeral. It is said that evil spirits might latch on and come inside of your home with you when you get there. Stop somewhere, go get coffee, stop at the gas station, do whatever, go have a drink. I don't care, but don't go straight home. And then when you do get home, many believe it is smart to go ahead and change your clothes outside of your home before you go back inside, just in case you got a straggler hanging on. Evil spirit, that is. You should never wash your hands in the same sink directly after your best friend has washed her hands, or his. It is said to jinx and ruin the friendship. To stop the friendship from ending, all you have to do is make an X with your thumbs above the sink. Have I mentioned do not play with Ouija boards? I think I have. Don't do it. Love you.
Wow. I feel like the majority of hers I have never heard before.
Have you ever wondered why your grandma said, don't put your bag on the floor? That is not superstition. It is spiritual science. In many of our ancestral traditions, placing your bag on the floor means that your money is being drained. It's the same thing with sweeping at night. You're clearing out blessings before they settle. What about if you get a new job, giving money from your first paycheck? That is not necessarily about generosity. It's circulating abundance so that it multiplies. Even opening an umbrella indoors, it's forbidden in most of our cultures, right? Because that disrupts the sacred balance. And in Kemet, umbrellas symbolized divine protection. So these are not random rules. They're tools our ancestors left coded in our culture. So if you're on a spiritual path, don't dismiss superstitions, study them because they might just be the first step in unlocking your spiritual power. I've posted the full video up on my YouTube channel at Black Girl Who Manifests. I'll see you guys there.
You all may hear some of these repeat, and a lot of different cultures have some of the same superstitions.
Excuse me, what time you coming home? Turn your back from me, please. Don't bring your jumbie inside of here. Yeah, girl, I don't even know how they would do that in the workplace. I really do. Excuse me, how you go cross over my foot? You trying for me to stay short or something? Cross back over my foot for me now. Yeah, but you done shorter. Anyway, the hell wrong with you? Hey, you kinda mad. You gonna pelt you with this avocado? Close the umbrella, you don't open them thing in our house, boy. It has caused bad luck. It's not my foot, boy. Jamel, you're not married yet. Do not sweep your foot, boy. You don't do them thing. Ma, what you putting salt on the ground for? That is for sukunya, boy. So sukunya ain't go pass. Ma, why you can't pass?
Where did these superstitions come from? Always God bless a sneeze. This custom began in 6th century AD by order of Pope Gregory the Great. There was a terrible sickness spreading through Italy at the time. The first symptom was sneezing, which was often followed by death. Pope Gregory ordered that lighthearted responses such as, may you enjoy good health, be replaced with the more urgent, God bless you. The number 13 is unlucky. Fear of this number was originated in Norse mythology. In a well-known tale, 12 gods were invited to dine at Valhalla, a banquet hall in Asgard, the city of the gods. Loki, the god of evil, crashed the party, raising the number of attendees to 13. The gods tried to kick Loki out, but in the struggle that ensued, Balder, a favorite, was killed. Dislike of the number 13 itself spread south to the rest of Europe. It was reinforced in the Christian era by the story of the Last Supper, at which Judas, the disciple who betrayed Jesus, was the 13th guest at the table.
Now, that's the second time we heard about the 13th person at the table and what could allegedly happen to them or somebody, maybe the 13th person at the table.
Christians should not be superstitious. Superstitions are based on fear or luck, but as Christians, we're called to put our trust in God completely, not in luck or superstitions. When we rely on superstitions, we're basically saying that God isn't in control and that we need these rituals or objects to protect us or bring us good luck. See to it that no one takes you captive by philosophy and empty deceit, according to human tradition, according to elemental spirits of the world, and not according to Christ. Superstitions are part of human tradition and can distract us from focusing on Christ. Our faith should be in God alone because He's the only one in control. By putting your purse on the ground, it won't determine whether or not you're going to be rich or broke for the rest of your life. There is no such thing as luck, so it is okay to open your umbrella inside. And you can step on a sidewalk crack because it is not going to guarantee that you're going to break your mom's back. There are so many more examples. This can also turn our attention away from God and eventually maybe become a form of idolatry. Bye, y'all.
So I had to put that one in there because, just like I said in other videos, people have different beliefs, and I wanted to sort of throw them all out there. FYI, nobody really believes that you'll break your mother's back if you step on a crack. That's why it's a superstition.
I'm about to tell y'all some of the crazy superstitions I grew up with. Now, this is in our community. I don't know about the other side. Step on the crack, break your mama back. If somebody sweep your foot with a broom, bring me that broom, let me spit on it. You break a mirror, that's 7 years of bad luck. A black cat cross your path, you better turn around and go the other way. If the palm of your hand's itching, it means you're going to be getting some money or you're going to be putting out some money, depending on what hand it is. I can't remember, but I think if it's the left hand, you're getting money. If it's the right hand, you're going to have to dish out some. If you waste salt or something like that, you got to throw some over your shoulder. If you got some hair, like in a brush or a comb or something, you got to take it out and burn it instead of just throwing it away. Now, I don't know how that work at the barbershop. And this one, it's really not a superstition, and it's for my fellas. Don't eat no red grape unless it's your mama or your sister or your grandmother or somebody like that. And if you know, you know. Now, one I heard from my grandmother on my dad's side that nobody else seemed to remember is don't let a woman wash your feet. Now, what I heard was that a person washing your feet is preparing you for death. Go figure. But ever since I heard it, ain't nobody washing these feet. I do my own pedicures, you heard me? Now, I did have a white partner. Every time he used to run a yellow light or something like that, he would rub the top of the roof or something like that. I don't know what that was about. Maybe that was on their side. So let me give you one more and then I'm going to get out of here. And this one we got bad. Don't you split that damn pole. Tell me I'm lying.
You are not lying, sir. If you split that pole, come back around and come back on the other side.
What is a superstition that you absolutely believe in? I'm going to go first. I absolutely believe that if you are in your house and you are asleep in the bed, resting, and somebody call you to leave or call you to come out, I believe you are not supposed to leave. I believe you're supposed to stay your ass in the house. I have heard people say that when you are in your bed resting and somebody call you to come out, you're not supposed to come out. Do they call it a death call or something like that? I'm not sure, but I know y'all gonna tell me in the comments. But I have seen it happen. So now I'm like, I just don't want to chance it. Not just that, I don't give a what nobody got going on, and I mean this. I don't give a what it is or who it is. Nothing or nobody is more important than me returning home to my kids. My kids need their mama. Now, if my kids is out, like let's say my kid at his auntie house, something like that, then obviously I would have to leave. But if my kids is at home, a lot of times I would let my phone die or I will put it in another room because I just don't I don't want nobody calling me for their emergencies if I'm at home sleep. Like, that's only when I'm sleep though. Like, if I'm just at home and I done took a shower and I'm just chilling, then that's different. But if I'm sleep, I'm scared, baby.
If I'm at home and I'm in my bed and you call me, first of all, I don't care enough to get up and see what it is that you want me to come out for. I am not coming out. I don't know about the superstition of it all, but it's just the fact that you are disrupting my rest. If you wanted me, you should have called me earlier.
Me and my cousin were talking the other day, and we were thinking about all the hoodoo traditions that we grew up with that they called superstition. It's a lot of them, so we're going to do them in parts. Black-eyed peas and collard greens on New Year's Day. New Year's Day, let a man walk in the house with money. If there's no man around, then you walk in the house with money first, in your right pocket. Someone sweep your feet, you spit on the broom. Don't buy men shoes that walk right out of your life. If your hand is itching, you're about to get some money. Your ear is ringing, somebody's talking about you.
Yep, all of those I have heard except the one about letting a man walk into your house with money in his right pocket. Or you do it.
Part 3 of Hoodoo superstitions that we all grew up with. If you give to a child, it will come back to you. I only heard this one time before from an elder, and she says that someone passes away in the house, cover up all the mirrors so their souls don't get trapped. But right eye jumping, that means something that you're working on is coming to fruition. If your left eye is jumping, that means something in your life is leaving. Don't just let anybody touch your hair. It can fall out. Speaking of hair, never leave your hair behind. Pick it up, put it in your pocket. Another thing on hair, they used to say, oh, she got blessed hands, make your hair grow. That's one too.
I couldn't find part 2, but I found all of the ones that I could from her.
Part 4 of Hoodoo superstitions that we all grew up with. Bird flies in your house and it's still alive. You're being warned that you have an enemy that is trying to attack you. If a cat is sitting outside your home, they say that cats see spirits. So if they're sitting outside your home, they're not your cats and they're just sitting outside your home, they're trying to protect you from bad spirits. If you're dreaming of a snake, you have a hidden enemy. If you're talking to someone and cat got your tongue and you cannot finish what you're saying, spirit wants you to be quiet. Never open an umbrella in the house or it's bad luck. If you sleep on your stomach and you feel something heavy on your back, what they call sleep paralysis, Hoodoo, they say the devil is riding your back. If you say something you don't want to happen, knock on wood 3 times. Someone random is coming up in your mind and that person is thinking about you. If you feel like you've been somewhere before or you feel like you've seen something before, you are meant to be in that moment. If you wake up with a random scratch on your body, they say a demon just scratched you.
That one about cat got your tongue. So if you are peri or postmenopausal, cat get your tongue all the time because a lot of times you can't think of what the word is that you want to say. So does that apply?
When it comes to superstitions, this one should never be overlooked. If somebody that places your feet at the end of your bed, facing towards the door, I highly advise you to change the position that you're facing. When you're placing your feet towards the door, this is known as the deathbed position. And you're cutting off your life force energy. And this could be the exact reason as to why you feel so tired and so exhausted as soon as you rise up the next day. Because you're being depleted of energy. Not only does it have that effect, but it also induces sleep paralysis. This position has been given the name of being the deathbed position because this is the way that corpses face when they're being carried out in the funeral home. Before you place your feet towards the door, or if you already are placing your feet towards the door, you are inviting death in, as well as this could be the cause for so many frequent nightmares that people be having. It's also been known by some of us that by placing your feet towards the door, you are allowing people to walk out of your life. Like I've said, there are some superstitions that can be overlooked, but I don't think this one is that one.
I have never heard that before, but I'm thinking of the way my bed, my bed my feet sort of face the wall, and then there's a closet door right there, and then so like the bed would go this way, and then the room door is like on the side, so my feet are not facing it. Thank goodness.
5 superstitions that are always on point
that I grew up on that has always been extremely accurate for me. Before we dive in, many cultures around the world have their own superstitions, so let me know below if they ring true with you or if you have any other ones. By the way, I have a Trini background and also Gullah Geechee. So let's go. 5 superstitions that I believe in. 1, if your left eye jumps, something negative could be coming in, but if your right eye jumps, something good is coming in. Right hand itching, money coming. Left hand itching, money is going out. 3, never put your purse or your wallet on the floor unless you want to be broke. 4, dreaming about a fish. Well, someone definitely is pregnant around you. If it's you, congratulations. 5, never, never, never sweep under someone's foot or on their foot for that matter. I've been told that you won't get married, you'll get bad juju, spit on the broom to stop it. I honestly could go on all day about these, so let me know if you want a part 2 below.
That's what I've heard growing up, that if you swept over somebody's foot that they wouldn't get married. I never heard that you had to spit on the broom to stop that from happening though. And then I thought it was the other way around, like your left hand is your receiving hand and your right hand is your giving hand. I guess it's different with different cultures.
Hey sisterhood, here are a few superstitions that can be considered spell work. Telling someone to make a wish as they blow out their candles on their birthday, spell work. Finding a penny on the ground and saying, find a penny, pick it up, all day long you have good luck, spell work. When someone tells you something and you, ooh, I knock on wood, spell work. Seeing a shooting star in the sky and saying, ooh, let me make a wish, spell work. Crossing your fingers for good luck, spell work. So baby, please leave us spiritualists alone, thank you.
Because we all do that stuff all the time. So does that mean that we are casting spells? I cross my fingers all the time. Just not too long ago, I found a bright, shiny new penny and I picked it up and put it in my pocket. Also, the one about blowing out the candles. We all do that on the birthday. You light the candles, you make a wish and you blow them out. But I have also heard that you should never blow out a candle. You should extinguish it with like a snuffer, because you negate everything that you wished for in that candle, or that you negated the whole purpose for your candle, is what I'm trying to say.
Growing up in the South means growing up with superstitions. Here are 7 that you may or may not know about. As a reminder, many of these superstitions came from other places and were adopted by the South. Number 1, when you visit somebody, always exit the same door that you entered. The belief is that if you don't, you're creating bad luck. Number 2, pick up your feet when you're crossing a railroad. If you follow superstitions, I recommend you not do this if you're the driver. The saying would go that if you didn't pick up your feet, you would either pass away young or never get married. Number 3, a bird dropping a load on you is good luck. I'm gonna keep it straight with you. I don't know about this one. But if you believe that, all you have to do is pretend to be a freshly washed car and you could probably make that happen today. Number 4, throw salt behind your left shoulder to cancel out bad luck. The thought is that the devil traditionally perches behind the left shoulder, and if you throw salt behind your left shoulder, you'll throw it in his eyes and you'll blind him. Number 5, if your eye twitches, it means something. I'll preface this by saying there are multiple different versions of this, so I'll just say a few. If the right eye twitches, it means that you'll have good luck, someone that you haven't seen in a long time is coming to see you, and that somebody's speaking very highly of you. If your left eye twitches, it's supposed to mean that somebody's talking bad behind your back and that bad news is on its way. Eye twitching superstitions are shared internationally, so that means depending on if you're a man or a woman, it could be totally different just depending on the cultural background of your family. Number 6, always put money in a purse or wallet that you're gifting to somebody else. This is said to bestow good luck on the recipient. Number 7, a cardinal appearing nearby as a visitor. The cardinal is said to be a symbol of a loved one coming to see you.
I think we have all heard the one about the cardinal. I've not heard the one about putting money in a wallet that you're gifting to someone. I mean, not a bad idea in any case, but good to know.
Really strange Russian superstitions that will leave you confused. Before a long journey, if one of the family members is leaving for an extended period of time, the entire family has to sit down and be silent for a minute. They say this tradition goes to ancient times where such moments of silence were a tribute to home spirits. Despite its supernatural origin, this tradition had a very positive outcome on people because it would remind them to grab something that they forgot. Also, you better not spill salt because that way you'll get into an argument or face some other unpleasant life experiences. Oh, but if it already happened, don't get upset. Just sprinkle some sugar on top. This superstition actually takes its origin in the 17th century when the salt was sold for the price of gold, so no wonder people were afraid to spill it. For the love of God, please do not whistle inside the house, and no, not because it's annoying. In fact, according to Russians, you just won't have any money. One of the possible origins of this superstition is that in the old times, people used to keep small coins in their mouths, so if they whistled, the coins would fall out. If you ever decide to get flowers for somebody who's Russian, always remember to get uneven amount of flowers. Unless the person who you're getting flowers for simply isn't alive anymore. Well, these days it's more of a well-known unspoken rule rather than a superstition, and it is very likely that this custom appeared because in the ancient Slavic culture, even numbers represented the end of the life cycle. Since relationship of Russians with alcohol has maybe been a little too friendly, we have our own superstitions that have to do with drinking, so don't ever leave an empty bottle on the table. Instead, put it on the floor. This really strange custom appeared during the Napoleonic Wars when French restaurants used to count not the amount of served bottles, but the amount of bottles that were empty by the end of the meal. So when Cossack people entered Paris, they quickly figured how to save money and started hiding empty bottles under the table. Anyways, I think this was plenty of Russian superstitions for the day, but if you guys need me to make a part 2, please like and save so I see that you're interested. And if you really like this video, I suggest you check out my profile where I talk about life in Eastern Europe versus life in America. And of course, thank you so much for watching. Bye.
It is interesting to hear superstitions from other countries.
Did you know that the superstition about breaking a mirror brings 7 years of bad luck because ancient Romans believed mirrors reflected not just the face, but the soul? Talk about a beauty obsession. The black cat crossing your path? This originated from the medieval belief that witches could shapeshift into cats. So if a feline walks by, maybe it's just a witch on her lunch break. Ever heard that walking under a ladder is bad luck? This comes from the triangle shape a ladder makes against a wall, symbolizing the Holy Trinity. Talk about a divine reason to avoid construction sites. The origin of throwing salt over your shoulder dates back to the belief that salt was sacred and could ward off evil spirits. Just be careful not to start a kitchen war. Surprisingly, the idea of Friday the 13th as an unlucky day links back to the Last Supper, where Judas, the betrayer, was the 13th guest. Like if you've ever felt that twinge of fear on this day. Lastly, here's a mind-boggling fact. 70% of people believe in some form of superstition, as if avoiding cracks and ladders is as vital as daily exercise.
That is interesting about that Friday the 13th. And the Last Supper. Was the Last Supper on a Friday? Please forgive me if I should know that, but I do not. Because why is it specifically Friday the 13th?
If the bottom of your foot starts itching, baby, you're going to be traveling soon, whether you're ready or not.
And there it is.
Maybe I'm just really old school or behind in times, but do y'all remember growing up and whenever there was a thunderstorm, you were required to sit down and shut the fuck up until the storm was over? Yeah, people don't do that anymore. I remember growing up and we weren't allowed to have the TV on, the radio, do not take a shower, do not wash your hands, do not have your hand in dish water, don't talk to each other. Like, my grandma didn't play that at all. And she used to call it respecting the Lord's time or just respecting Mother Nature or whatever you want to call it. Regardless, that just was not your time to shine. But it's like now whenever it's a storm, y'all be at the beach and everything. All outside throwing block parties, climbing trees, working on cars. Y'all just don't give a damn anymore. Of course, I'm not judging. But does anybody else remember that?
I do remember not all of the things she said. I don't remember being told not to talk to each other, but I do remember everything electric had to be turned off. I don't remember either not having your hands in water. So interesting to hear her take on it.
Southern black folks got a whole handbook of superstitions. Some of these been passed down for generations, and whether you believe them or not, best believe Big Mama was not playing about them. Here go 5 of my favorites. Sweeping somebody's feet equals no husband or bad luck. Baby, if somebody's run across your feet with the broom, you might as well start planning to be single forever. At least that's what the old folks say. If this happens, better spit on the broom real quick to reverse the curse. Otherwise, my bestie hates when I do this. Going in one door and coming out the other. It's supposed to be bad luck. Listen, don't be playing musical doors in the house. If you walk through the front door, you best leave out the same way. They say going in one door and coming out the other brings bad luck, like stirring up spirits that don't need to be disturbed. Ain't nobody got time for that. Splitting the pole equals bad blood or arguments. You walking with your people and you come up on a pole. Y'all better walk on the same side. If you split it, that means arguments, possibly breakups, or even bad vibes are coming. Don't put your purse on the floor. You will stay broke. Ain't no way a Southern black woman gonna let her purse touch the floor. No ma'am. They say if you do, all your money gone, running out like water. So if you do see a purse on the ground, go ahead and pick it up because we are trying to gain wealth, not lose it. Itchy palms. Money or a letter coming. If your right hand's itching, get ready because some unexpected money is on the way. But if your left palm is itching, you about to get some news in the form of a letter or a message. It might even be a bill. Either way, keep some lotion nearby because ain't nobody trying to be ashy or broke. Child, these superstitions still got folks acting funny to this day. Which ones you grew up hearing the most?
So, what is it about even the thought of coming in one door and going out the other one? Why wouldn't you enter and exit through the front door? Like, there's no option in my house. But then again, my backyard is like fenced in. But why would you even think about going out of any other door than the one you came in? And we keep hearing about the one about sweeping over the feet, and we keep hearing about the one of itchy palms. So, two very popular ones.
Here's some superstitions that I feel like are definitely, without a doubt, 100% real that I believe in. The my man curse is definitely real, bitch. The second you say my man out loud, you're finished. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, everything be going so well, bitch. Everything be going fine, perfect. The second you say my man one time, suddenly his grandma died and his dog died and he the busiest man on earth and his phone fell in the middle of the ocean and 8 bitches text you, hey girly, all at once. Or he do some bullshit that piss you off. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, it's, bitch, it's real. The second superstition I believe in is never saying never. I feel like once you say never, bitch, it will happen 6 p.m. that day. Bitch, the universe will test you that day to see if it really will be never. The universe is messy that way, like that, bitch. I will never say never, ever, ever, ever in a million years. The universe will make it happen that day. This shit is crazy. The third superstition I believe in is like telling people your plans, your goals, your future, your aspirations will make it flop. Like, if you get like a big opportunity and you tell people, I don't know, it just don't happen. Anytime I like didn't tell people something, bitch, it happened. Anytime I told one person, bitch, it flopped. So if you want to keep your opportunities and your money and stuff and all of that flowing and flourishing, don't tell nobody. Basically, the common denominator in all of these is shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. If you want something to happen, shut the fuck up. Don't talk. Shut your mouth and hope for the best.
Let's talk about some old hoodoo superstitions that you might have heard of. Or maybe not. Here are 9 that'll have you paying attention to the signs around you. If someone sweeps over your feet with a broom, it is said that you won't get married, or worse, bad luck will follow. So, to reverse this, you want to spit on the broom right away. Number 2, spilling salt is bad luck. But here's the fix. Just take a pinch of salt, throw it over your left shoulder, and you'll be good to go. Number 3, breaking a mirror. It's said to bring 7 years of bad luck, unless you take the shards and bury them under the moonlight. Number 4, never leave a hat on the bed. It is known to invite sickness and bad luck into the home. Number 5, if a dog howls at night and won't stop, some say it's a warning of death or bad news. Try tying a red ribbon around the dog's neck to protect them and you. Number 6, if birds come into your house, it is a bad omen. Shoo them out gently and then cleanse your space of that negative energy. Number 7, we're talking about bells. They're not just pretty, but they keep negative energy away and bad spirits. That goes for singing bowls, gongs, chimes, anything like that. Stay tuned for part 2.
Now, I heard that, and I had that experience, and I talked about it before. I don't know if I talked about it on here, but on actually January the 1st, I had a bird fly into my house. And I heard that it was good luck because it was a sparrow. So look that up, the meaning of sparrows flying into your house. So that one for me is different.
Back again with Hoodoo Superstitions Part 2. And these are some signs and beliefs that you'll definitely want to pay attention to. Number 1, if your right hand starts itching, that means money is on its way. But if your left hand is itching, that means that you're about to lose the money. Either way, get ready. Number 2, never gift a man a pair of shoes. The belief is he'll walk right out of your life and take your piece with him. Number 3, opening up an umbrella indoors is said to bring bad luck. So save it for a rainy day. Number 4, if your ears are burning, that means somebody is talking about you. Left ear means gossip and right ear means something good is being said. Number 5, spilling sugar is a good omen. It means something sweet is coming your way. So don't stress over the mess. Number 6, a red string worn around the wrist is believed to protect you from evil and jealousy, so tie it with good intention. Number 7, if a clock stops suddenly for no reason, it could be a warning of trouble or even death approaching. Superstition might seem simple, but they hold deep meaning. Which of these have you heard of? Let me know and follow for more spiritual insight.
The one she talked about in her previous video about the hat on the bed bringing bad luck. And then the one she talked about not buying a man shoes. I heard of from my stepfather. But with him, it's like, don't buy a man shoes. Because if you do buy him shoes, he will walk out of your life wearing those same shoes.
Y'all heard of this before? If you drop a spoon, that means company's coming. But if you drop a fork, that means it's trouble. Yeah, another one that we got from Hoodoo. Spoons are associated with nourishment and kindness. See, forks, they have points. They're sharp. They can cut you. So it doesn't mean that you're going to have trouble, but it's just a signal to stay aware. Say if you have an itchy nose, that means company's coming too. And y'all know I don't do unexpected company. That's exactly why I put a little basil by the front door. If you know, you know. Not only that, you could get a broom and stand it up in the corner and watch they leave. Nobody invited you over here in the first place. I know y'all heard of this one before. Don't be whistling after dark. It's believed to call on spirits or bring forth negativity. It's like you sending out a signal to say, come find me. Has a bird ever flew into your home? Well, y'all know in the spiritual realm, birds are messengers. If a bird flew into your home, that means spirit is trying to reach you. Spirit is either bringing a message or a warning. You have to pay attention and decipher which one it is. If this happens, you might want to cleanse your space with some sage, Florida water, some palo. You know, I got all of that for y'all at the U Botanica shop. You know, if you feel like some negative energy lingering around your home, first of all, clean it up. For real, for real. Then when you're done cleaning it, sprinkle some salt in the corners. I know in Hoodoo we use salt for a lot of things. It's especially good for getting rid of negative energy. Because I always have one that slips through the cracks and say, I don't need any of that. I just plead the blood of Jesus. I don't even know why you on my side of TikTok, but that's good for you. I'm talking to the ones who know that we are the magic. Ones connected to this realm and the elements in it. Make sure y'all get in the comments and let me know your thoughts. Peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
I love her videos. And here's another one coming right up.
Grandma said, don't leave your purse on that ground. That's Hoodoo, baby. Cooking black eyed peas for the new year. Hoodoo. If we walking together, don't split that pole. Hoodoo. Are you eating grapes under the table this year? Hoodoo. Buy your man a pair of shoes or he gonna do what? You better not let him put them under that bed. Whatever you do, don't you sweep my damn feet. Now y'all get in the comments and let me know why we can't do these things. Don't you worry, for anybody who doesn't know the answers, I'm going to follow up with a part 2. A lot of people refer to these as superstition. Why you think people been following this for so long? They're rooted in some deep spiritual powerful truth. Elders knew spirit more than what we give them credit for. They actually were the spirit, which means we are the spirit. Although this started in Hoodoo, this transitioned to many other cultures. Just that things been passed down from generation to generation, we forget to ask the questions. Where did this come from? Some people believe that superstitions are only there because you put energy and focus into them. Which, I mean, that's how all things work. With that being said, I'm still going to listen to what my ancestors said. And I'm talking about the ancestors that physically walked this earth before, not the ones that they lie to you about. All of these superstitions are nothing more than rituals that we've been carrying on for years. Hoodoo, root work, and conjure is not some faraway practice. Right here, rooted in how we live. It's magic, these traditions, they're rooted in our bones. Passed down so deep, it's in our DNA. Don't y'all forget, if you ever want to learn about Hoodoo, I am offering class. Not only that, I along with my sister V just launched our own online botanica shop. We got a lot of the spiritual tools that you need to add a little razzle dazzle. Because remember, you are the tool. Be sure to hit the link in my bio, or you can go directly to the website, which I will add below. I'll make sure y'all get in them comments. I can't wait to see y'all response. Peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
u.botanica.shop I am going to check out. A lot of these things we do because they have been passed down and we had no idea that it was part of Hoodoo. But can somebody tell me the thing about eating the grapes under the table? I have no idea what that's about. Please, in the comments, if you know, share your wisdom about eating the grapes under the table.
Common black household superstitions. Do at me, I want to know if you know any of these. When it's thunderstorming outside or it's storming, your grandmother or your mother tells you to do what? That was an easy one. All right. Should you sweep your feet or no? What happens? Okay. You're at your friend's house or you go to somebody's house and they're serving red food. Do you eat it? Okay. You want to clean out your comb or your brush. What do you do with the hair? Some of y'all caught slipping on that one. I know. Do you leave your pocketbook on the floor? Oh, okay. I'm going to be checking the duets to see what you said. I'm curious, did you really grow up black and superstitious?
I always used to wonder if the saying was true that people usually die in threes. Power of 3 is a universal number. Power of 3 also shows up in everything spiritual. Life, death, resurrection, mind, body, spirit. Even if you want to look at Hoodoo, for instance, because y'all know I'm a practitioner. So when we do everything in threes, that's to lock in energy. When 3 deaths happen close together, that's like spiritual closure. So think of it like a cycle that's ending. In order for new energy to rise, you have to have the old energy die off. When people pass in threes, a portal has literally opened. Sometimes it's a karmic portal and sometimes it's ancestral. It's like that one soul exits the portal and opens the gates for the other. People call death is like the ultimate reset button. Now, when you have 3 people that passed away in the same community around the same time, it's usually a wake-up call for the people around them. Somebody within that circle is usually being called to heal their bloodline, shift the pattern, or to reclaim their power. Usually after that 3rd death, somebody is going through a spiritual awakening. I already know there's no such thing as coincidence, it's only alignment. I know a lot of people grieve during the transcendence period, but it's actually a period for you to pay attention. Usually after somebody you love transcends this realm, there's always messages. Dreams, animals, numbers, electrical glitches. Sometimes spirit be talking loud, but most people can't hear because they too busy saying people dying in threes instead of catching the message that the 3rd death sent. Whenever you notice that pattern of death in threes, just ask yourself, what cycle is closing right now? Am I being asked to transmute? Because as we know, death does not mean the end, it's actually the beginning. Just know if it came in threes, it came to seal something within your soul. Instead of fearing the 3, understand it, because spirit don't move without purpose. Share out in the comments and let me know your thoughts. Just want to let y'all know that August 30th is going down in Atlanta, Georgia at the Unicorns Garden Room. Having a Talk That Shift panel discussion. Of course, I'm looking for some new talent to perform in our open mic. We're going to have food, the works. If you ever been to one of my events, you already know what time it is. So if you're interested, go ahead and click the link in my bio and head to the events tab. You already know we're going to have a time. I'll see y'all there. Peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
I love her videos. And oh, by the way, after I saw that the other video about the girl saying that the red string around your wrist protects you, I think that's what she said. Anyway, I had to go get my red bracelet.
Don't ever stop your car directly over the railroad track. Don't throw your hair in the trash. Burn it. Never buy a man a pair of shoes unless you want him to walk out of your life. Use burned or scorched flour to help heal diaper rash. Breaking the mirror will cause you 7 years of bad luck.
You ever hear your grandma say, "Don't let nobody sweep your feet or you'll never get married"? She wasn't just talking. That was a spiritual law passed down like a cast iron skillet with weight. Our people hid protection in plain sight because we knew when your feet get swept, your path gets crossed. Your feet ain't just for walking, they're sacred. Your feet are your path. They carry your calling. They connect you to the ground, to your ancestors, to your purpose. So when someone sweeps your feet, they're not just cleaning the floor, they're crossing up your path, stirring up your road, sweeping away your blessings, confusing your steps. And whether they mean to or not, it's a cursing, a spiritual tripwire that can snatch your destiny right out from under you. Now they used to say, you'll never get married if your feet get swept. But that wasn't just about wedding bells. That was code for you won't align with your destiny. Marriage was a metaphor for divine partnership, for direction, for being in right timing. So when your feet get swept, what they're really saying is, your future just got scattered. Your alignment just got disrupted. Some of y'all been swept and don't even know it. Walking around dizzy, can't hold love, can't keep money, can't find peace. That ain't random. That's unhealed conjure. That broom passed over your path and now you walking in circles. Now let me tell you how to fix it. Wash your feet with salt, lime, and lemon slices and peels. Sweep your own path from your doorway to the street. Then say, "What's mine returns. My path is straight. My destiny is sealed. No spirit can shake me." You might also spit on the broom that swept you. Yeah, spit. Because in the old ways, that was a reversal spell in motion. You don't let no spirit, no person, no broom steal your road. See, Grandma didn't just sweep to clean. She swept with intention, with prayer in her bones, with protection in her hands. Because in Hoodoo, we didn't just sweep floors, we swept futures. And when we say, "Don't let nobody sweep your feet," we mean it. Your feet are your altar. Your walk is your witness. Protect your steps, guard your path, because your destiny ain't up for sweeping.
Thank you so much for that video. That explained it perfectly. It told you where it came from and why and what to do to get rid of it.
A lot of us grew up with this rule: don't whistle in the house. Ever. In Hoodoo tradition, whistling indoors is more than just bad manners. It's seen as spiritually dangerous. The belief is that whistling creates a sound frequency that mimics spirit calls, like a beacon that cuts through both physical and spiritual space. It's not just about the melody, it's about the vibration that the sound creates. Okay, so see, sound, of course, is energy, and certain pitches, especially that high piercing tone of a whistle, are similar to the kinds of frequencies that spirits respond to. Many compare it to like the sound of ringing in your ear, like when your ear starts ringing, it's like which is also considered a spiritual signal as well. When your ear rings all of a sudden, it's believed that your spiritual antennas are picking up on a shift in energy, like spirit is trying to get your attention. That high-pitched whistle carries a very familiar sharp vibration that cuts through dimensions unintentionally, signaling to wandering spirits that your space is open and available. And so whistling doesn't necessarily call on only positive energy just because you're whistling and you're in a good mood. You might be casually whistling while cleaning or relaxing at night, not realizing you're opening the spiritual front door, especially in households with altar work, ancestor work, or you do root work actively, where spirits and ghosts are just mingling and chit-chatting. This type of house is already charged, so causing that type of sound, the spirits are going to be like, what happened? Wait, hold on. It's kind of like accidentally dialing the wrong number. You don't know who's going to answer. In Hoodoo, spiritual work is done with intention. You call spirit when you need them. You open portals carefully. You close them respectfully. Whistling bypasses all that protocol, creating a back door for entities to enter. Whether you're ready or not, you call them, so they're about to answer. That's why elders will say, if you want company, whistle indoors, but don't cry when it shows up. So the rule is simple. Let spirits come to you when you call them on purpose. Don't accidentally invite company you're not prepared to host.
Black Witch Yaya is another one of my favorites. For the past couple of years, I've been watching her YouTube channel.
Never throw your hair in the trash. You flush it. Because a bird can find your hair and make a nest out of it. Don't sweep nobody's feet. Spill salt. Throw some over your shoulder. Don't go to no funeral pregnant. If your ear ringing, somebody talk about you. If your left hand itching, you about to get some money. Your right hand itching, you about to lose some money. We kiss at red birds. What the hell else? Ooh, another one. Don't get up out of your bed for nobody. Don't go nowhere. You wasn't invited. Don't have no welcome mat. New Year's, come in the house with some money in your pocket. Don't wash no clothes on New Year's. Or you're gonna wash somebody out your life. Don't buy no man no shoes, because he gonna use them same damn shoes to walk to the next motherfucker. Don't put no pole. Don't have no cat around no newborn baby because they can smell the milk on their breath. Another baby one, don't let your baby see their reflection. Don't leave your damn purse on the floor. Don't put it on the floor because you're gonna lose all your damn monties. You need that.
She said something a little bit different. She said, don't throw your hair in the trash, flush it. So that's a little bit different from the other ones we've heard. I've always heard burn it, but not flush it.
Ever heard of these Jamaican superstitions? Let's dive into 5 more. First up, don't leave your bag on the ground. It's believed that doing so will bring financial hardship. Next, duppies and babies. If you're passing a baby to someone, always face the baby toward them. If not, the baby might see a duppy. Third, owls. If an owl screeches over your house 3 times, it's thought to predict a death in the family. Then there's the howling dog. If a dog howls at night, some believe it's a sign that death is near. Finally, mirrors and death. If someone passes away in your house, cover all the mirrors to prevent more bad luck or death. What's your take? Follow for more fascinating facts and don't forget to like.
To my Jamaican family, what is a duppy? Please let me know in the comments. I am very interested. That's the first time I ever heard that you had to face the baby's head towards the person that you were giving the baby to, or they might see a duppy. The other ones are kind of shared by other traditions, like I was saying before. So you see how these superstitions sort of cross cultures. That is what's interesting to me. Some of it, I believe, is part of like the African diaspora. So you know how Africans got spread to different places and they took their traditions with them. That is how I think a lot of these started. That is what I think. If you have another idea of how they started, please let me know in the comments. I am itching to discuss this one, definitely. All right, y'all, that is enough superstitions for now before I start knocking on wood and tossing salt everywhere. What do you think? Are these just stories or is there something real behind them? Let me know down in the comments. And until next time, stay curious, stay aware, and try not to walk under any ladders. Bye.